struck down, but not destroyed. For a few minutes, allow me to preach just 2 words to you. Bounce back. Bounce back. It's February. That means it's Black History Month. And when I looked at my watch today, I saw that we are already 20 days into the month of February. 20 days of Black History Month when we go to bed tonight will have already come and gone. And I don't know what it is. It hit me. I had an hour and a half this morning from Orangeburg. I couldn't really explain it. I couldn't really put my finger on it. But I remember when I was young in YPD, I used to get so excited looking forward to Black History Month. I got excited because I could go to schools. We're a military child, so I wasn't always in all Black schools, but I was able to hear names that I recognized. My teacher would write a Black historian on the chalkboard when I got to school. I got excited because my YPD director would tell me, here, Sterling, I want you to be Malcolm X this year. I want you to be Martin King this year. And I'm going to give you a speech. I want you to learn it. And on 4th Sunday, I want you to recite it at church. I got excited because I wanted to be able to give a poem or a reading for Black History Month. Got excited because we used to have Who Am I projects at school. We used to go dressed up as the Black historian that we wanted to be. Jesse Owens, Wilma Rudolph, Carl Lewis. Then I could go to school, and it was Black History Month that I first heard the words Wilberforce University. Black History Month that I first heard about Bethune-Cookman College. Black History Month when I first heard about a peanut and George Washington Carver in Tuskegee College. And I heard about Mary McLeod Bethune. I heard about Booker T. Washington. Felt like everybody knew the story of Dr. Martin Luther King. It felt like everyone knew the story of Malcolm X. But in February, I could also hear about Marcus Garvey. Right. I could hear about Huey Newton. Right. I could hear about Adam Clayton Powell. And because it was February, nobody stopped me from learning. Because it was February, no one stopped me, Dr. Young, about writing about Bishop Richard Allen. And I could get up and tell a mixed classroom that Richard Allen was a slave. Right. He bought his own freedom. Yes. He taught himself how to read and write. He learned a trade. He decided to be a blacksmith. Right. And he found a piece of property, and he decided that he would demand the respect that his slave owners never gave him. And then, not only did he have dignity, but he had enough vision and a mandate from God to step out of one church that did not appreciate him and step into another church that one day would be called the African Methodist Episcopal Church. That's why I like February. Yeah. They'd ask for a 2 to 3 page paper. I'd write 7. Because I could talk about God. I could talk about God's church. And I could talk about black folk in a good light in a public school, and no one could touch me. Felt like time stopped. I had 28 days, and then every 4 years, God would give me 29 days to reconnect with our history. Right. Well, sisters and brothers, it seems like things have changed now. It seems that sometimes we are so busy being busy. That we no longer find the time to go to the Black History Month lecture. We no longer find time to watch Eyes on the Prize when it comes on TV. We no longer write the paper. We no longer memorize the speech. Sometimes we don't even take time to teach our young people. We are so busy, being busy. And unfortunately, I need to raise my own hand. And so this day, over halfway through this month, can we just take a moment to self-evaluate? Some of us have become people who have become victims, abusers of drugs, alcohol, and predatory lenders. And sometimes we don't have to walk too far in our neighborhoods to see drugs, alcohol, or predatory lenders. Then I go out to the mall or Walmart, and I see that some of us have forgotten how to wear the clothes on our own backsides. Turn on the radio just for 30 seconds. Some of us have forgotten what our women's names are. Some of us have forgotten that the quickest way to get and be successful in this society is through faith in God and a good, solid education. And so, some of us have found the best way to get out the hood is to go to somebody's prison. And unfortunately, the 3 R's that I grew up with, reading, writing, and arithmetic, have been replaced by 4 R's. Rap, rape, rob, riot. I didn't come to complain. I just came to report the news. This is our status, February 20th, 2022. This is what we wake up to. And this too, my sisters and brothers, can change. It can change. It must change. And it will change, because one thing this race has always had is a faith in God. Amen. We believed. Even on the slave ship, we believed. We believed. Even in the cotton fields, we believed.